Okay. Here's what's going on. I'm hiding out because, like, God has been doing this thing to me lately where he's, like, threatening to have me arrested. And, like, he can have me arrested at any point in time because I always have drugs or drug paraphernalia on me. And I always have, uh, like, something illegal taking place in my life. Like me, uh, I don't know, like just a variety of different things. Nothing bad, no, just stuff like we live in an oppressed. Is that the word oppressed? We live in an oppressed, unjust society where drug addicts are persecuted, and it's terrible. They lock us up and they criminalize us, and all we need is just to do stuff to literally make ourselves feel better and feel okay. And like we're not allowed to feel okay. Apparently, it's illegal to feel okay for us. And like because of that, they lock us up in prisons and jail, and they do this crazy shit where like we get put on probation and like try to like succeed on probation and like can't succeed on probation no matter what because we can't stop getting high, and like we get violated and we go back to prison and we can't stop going to prison forever and ever and ever. And like luckily that hasn't happened to me yet. Like I've gotten like one time I got busted. I have a felony for the heroin they found on me one time, and but like I completed probation that time somehow. This was a while ago. I completed probation, and I got off, and it should drop to a misdemeanor because it was an F6 undesignated. So I never filled out the paperwork to get it dropped. I just don't know how to do stuff. Like I'm lazy and like I don't really like I'm very bad at life. That's just who I am. I don't know how to get it dropped. Like I think it's fill out some paperwork and send it to the right people, and I don't know, or get a lawyer, which I can't afford. You know. So the thing is I'm pretty sure like the cops are staking out the fucking apartment that I'm in right now, or the hotel room. I mean, uh, I have a car. I stashed all my drugs. I stashed it, everything. There's not much. There's really not much. Um, but like, why would they be looking for me? I don't sell drugs. Maybe it's because I got in a hit and run accident like few days ago, or maybe it's because like I got in another accident like the next day after that, and I don't have insurance, or I didn't have insurance. I just convinced my parents to help me reinstate my insurance, pay my insurance bill, which was canceled last month today. Even though I signed a policy I signed an agreement, that I didn't get any, and I don't want to never mind. Like, let's not get into all that. Like, in case they're listening. Um, so the point is this is for YouTube. This is for YouTube. This is for the rest. I have like a collection of videos that I've decided that I'm gonna put them all on YouTube right now. They're all about me ranting, talking about getting high, about being schizophrenic, about talking to God, about being a fucking badass, fucking like I'm the most badass schizophrenic person on the face of the planet. Because excuse me. Just because like I talk to God and it's real. Like it's real that I actually talk to God. And like okay, I explain. Here's the thing. Like this is so confusing. It's hard to understand for like normal people, but like let me give you one example of how I'm schizophrenic. Okay, my name is James. Okay, and I have family that live up in Washington. Okay, and like they all live up in Washington. Like my whole like dad's side of my family, they all live up in Washington. And like I'm a drug addict, you know, that's where I would go if I ever got sober, maybe, and like wanted to move. Maybe I would move to Washington to live near that family. And like, okay, so here's the thing: God doesn't exist in time. Okay, there's no time for God. So he knew about me and my life before he ever did, before he ever created the English language, before he created anything. He knew about me. Like he knows about everyone, like before it happens. He knows about everything before it happens, and he knows about everything simultaneously. So he based the world on me. My name is James Garland. Here's the thing. So look at this. Look at Denzel Washington, for instance. Okay, so Denzel. Now, den is like okay, it's a home of or a den. Okay, Zell, no, Z, okay, Den and then Z. Z, if you look at the letter Z, okay, it's literally the name James in one letter, okay? It makes a J, it makes an A. If you flip it, flip it like you twist it, it makes an M. I don't know how it makes an E. It makes an E if you like look at it really hard and you're a math genius and you look at the angles and you know about like using the spaces and using like it makes an E, okay? And then obviously a Z is an S. I mean, it's practically the same letter. So in Den of James, okay, Washington, Den of James, Washington, and like I am like so God wants me to be the one. God wants me to be like Neo. He wants me to be like beat my programming and be the one. He wants me to get sober for 9 days and prove that the human race is conscious by getting sober for 9 days because he programs me to make sure that I get high every day, and he programs everybody around me to make sure that they give me all the resources that I need to get high every day, even though I'm homeless and I live in my car, which he gave to me during COVID because of COVID. I mean, I think he caused COVID so he could give me that car so I could get on unemployment and buy a car. That's why it's called coronavirus. Coronavirus. Anyways, so the point is, the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm serious. You started the coronavirus for me. I'm sorry, but I needed a car. But the point is that Denzel, Den, and then Z. Okay, Z is James. Look at the letter Z. It makes the word James. Den of James, Washington. Denzel. Oh wait, what's the Zell part? Oh, L. Den, Z, L. What's the L part? Oh. What is this? I forgot the part. Oh, Den. Look at Den. Okay, so like you gotta like make every word into an acronym. That's what I do. Den. Uh, freaking. Don't entertain anything. Okay, like that's not like an exact acronym, but you gotta like be. God does these acronyms in the way that like he's got a little code that he uses for me, schizophrenic code. Den doesn't entertain anything. That's like fucking like his personality. My personality is the same way. I don't fucking put up with bullshit. Like I'm straight up. Like I call you on your shit. Like I see things for what they are. Like I'm like fuck you, pay me. You know what I mean? Like I don't take shit, and like I'm a fucking gangster. And I mean, like I'm not really a gangster. I'm really like kind of a pussy, But like the point is like I see like through your lies and I see through your shit and I know what's going on all the time with everything. I you can't get over on me. You can't con me. Just like Denzel Washington, don't entertain anything. And then it's ironic because he entertains everyone. He's fucking literally the most like my favorite actor probably. He's probably my favorite actor. Yeah, and like that's just one example that I figured out tonight that I looked at his name and I was like, holy shit. And like the only reason I looked at his name was because, first of all, so God is everyone. You know, God talks to me and like the reason he talks to me is because, well, he needed someone to tell all his secrets. And like he is everyone. That's why like Jesus' name is Jesus. G, God is us. And God is us. God is everyone. Okay? God is each of us. And we aren't real. We're not real. So the point is that like we're not real and God is every one of us. He's the one actually talking, walking, and thinking and making decisions. And he just makes us feel like we're the ones doing the talking, walking, making decisions. But we're not. Life is like a movie. It's predestined. There's no such thing as chance. Like everything happens for a reason. God fucking makes everything happen. And he makes us think that it's all real because he wants us to think that we're real because he wants to live in a real world with real people, or he wants there to be a real world with real people, and we are real people, but we're not real. Okay. But anyways, so God is us. We're not real. He named Denzel Washington after like me being like the one chosen one. Like I'm the chosen one to like try to be the one to beat my program and get sober for 9 days. If I could actually get sober for 9 days and beat my programming. But he makes it impossible to do that. I can't get sober for 9 days because I can't. He makes it impossible. He puts me in a position to where I can get high, like no matter what. Like he puts me in a position where I can always get high because he controls every person around me, and like he makes them like, you know, like first of all they'll give me money, they'll give me whatever I need, and I'll get like enough money to get high, and I'll get high like, and I do heroin and I do meth and I do, you know, like lately I've been doing a lot of Xanax and you know, fucking like fucking those perk 30s, like those you know, fentanyl pick. I've been smoking those fentanyl perks a lot, even though like, you know, God tortures the shit out of me and I don't like feel like any fucking sort of like high when I get high anymore. Like there's no feeling whatsoever actually. It's like a kind of torture method that he uses to torture me because like I'm so special that I talk to God, and that's so amazingly good. Like he has to, you know, balance it out and give me a lot of bad, which is like torture me, which is like show me like, you know, like what hell is like in certain instances, and like he tortures the shit out of me. Like right now he's making my back hurt like a motherfucker, and I don't have back pain normally. Like that's like synthetic, fake, God-given back pain that he's using to torture me. Ow, dude, fuck, stop, Mike. I call him Mike. He told me to call him Mike. He doesn't like being called God to his face. Like, his name's Mike, okay? Like, I mean, for me it is. Like, you know, if he talks to you, which he never will unless you're, like, schizophrenic like me, you smoke a lot of meth, you know, then maybe you'll get there. You know, fucking, basically, you know, he'll give you probably a different name to call him. Like, maybe... Like my friend said, like he had a demon in him too, named Mercy. A demon, I said a demon, but like demons and angels or whatever are gods actually. Demons and angels were actually gods. Like they just say they're demons and angels, but they're gods. They're a special type of god. Like they're not like the head top like head god. There's more that like okay, but like they might, but they're gods. There's two types of gods. There's the very top number one guy that created this entire theme park of human beings that exist, okay, that's every person that exists. We're a theme park, like we're literally like rides for the gods that fucking they watch, and we're like movies for the gods. They watch us and control us and have fun like experiencing our lives. And so there's the guy that created it all, and he's the top guy. He makes all the tough. He makes all the decisions, and he says and he thinks and he does everything for everyone. And then there's the other gods. Okay, the top god, he's the A god. The other guys are the lower gods or the B gods. Okay, the B gods are like the ones that are like gods, but they basically look like us. Their lives aren't real. Like they're just like like God just makes them feel like they're thinking and programming us and doing all the stuff that they do to us. He programs them to program us, and so like that's kind of how it works. Anyways, just to give you a rundown on that. But like I thought the cool part about tonight was Denzel Washington. Like Denzel, shout out, yo! Like you're named after me, dude. I'm James. I'm literally the chosen one, except for I can't do the chosen thing that he needs me to do. He needs me to do the thing. He always says, do the thing, do the thing, do the thing, do the fucking thing, James. The thing is stay sober for 9 days. Just stay sober for 9 days and prove that the human race is conscious by staying, because we're not conscious. None of us are conscious, is what he says. I mean, not compared to him and not really at all, because what's in our head is like only what he puts in our head for at that given moment. And honestly, like he can change us from 1 second to the next and we won't notice. And like, like you'll say or do or like do bizarre things that you would never normally do and not know that you were doing them or know that they were abnormal, and you were acting different. And you wouldn't notice like a million different things that like, I might notice about you or like other people might notice about you, like that he changed in you. And you wouldn't notice because you're not conscious, okay? Unless he wants you to be conscious, unless he makes you aware of the fact that you're acting different, or like he's changed you in some type of way, or he has you in some type of mode. Like he does crazy shit with me, like called cowboy mode. Cowboy mode is when like you have to act like you're a cowboy. He's not gonna do it for me on camera. I wish. Like I just can't do it. I just can't do cowboy mode unless he puts me in cowboy mode. But like that's to show you, that's proof right there. Like how can I act like a perfect cowboy and now all of a sudden I can't act like a cowboy? Like I literally had a 20-inch bike with me and I had it saddled like a horse and I fucking was a cowboy. Like I'm telling you, like. I don't know, like that was just one mode. He has these things called modes. We live in a simulation. Life's a simulation, except for there's no such thing as base reality. There's no such thing. Like this is reality. This is base reality. Only it's a simulation. Okay, that's what it is. Okay, that's what I wanted to tell you tonight. That's the video I was making. It's now 18 minutes. I gotta go. I gotta go see if the police are still waiting for me outside and smoke a cigarette. They might not be. I always get this white shit in the corner of my lips when I'm making these videos. Don't hate on me. Don't I'm trying to I'm gonna upload tonight. I've like over the course of the past 6 months to a year, I'd say, I've made a lot of videos of me ranting and being crazy, and I'm gonna upload them all onto YouTube tonight, the whole fucking shebang, and I think you're gonna like it. It's pretty funny, it's pretty awesome, I'm pretty sexy, like so many things. I'm not really sexy, I'm just so adorably cute. That's what God thinks. God thinks I'm adorable. He thinks I'm the most. I mean, I'm kind of chubby now. Like he made me really chubby. Like, look at this. I'm 30 years old, and I'm a chubby, cute little god, uh, toy, toy for God, and like he thinks it's funny that like I might be the one, like, you know, I'm supposed to try to be the one, or like, you know, beat my programming, and like he said there's other beings that like he tries to like, you know, get them to be the one, you know, by beating their programming. And like honestly, like I like anyone can beat their programming and try to be the one. So that's why I wrote a book about it, and that's why I'm telling you on this video, you know, about beating your program, that we're all programmed to act the way we act. That's why cops fucking, you know, like arrest you for and lie to arrest you, and they're cops and they're faggots and they're fucking pieces of shit, is because they fucking are programmed to be douchebags. And like drug addicts are programmed to do drugs, and like my mom is programmed to, you know, not help me pay my car insurance anymore. I'm 30 years old. Like I need to work for my money. Apparently, that was a joke. You know, like come on. I know. I'm supposed to pay my own car insurance. Duh. Thanks, Dad, for helping me pay that. I appreciate you. All right, so that's the end of the video, guys. Merry Xmas coming up, Thanksgiving. I'm gonna upload all these videos tonight. I hope they go viral. I really do. So like, I'm gonna post them all on Facebook and on YouTube, and I'm like subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, it's called JG Schizo or JD Schizo or something. And like I'm the best schizo around. So just saying. Just subscribe. Later.